but the big movers yesterday. Hormaz joins in with the ones that saw particularly heavy volumes and something that stood out from the delivery data.
Morning, Manglam, and mostly earnings reactions, a lot of them on that. The Travenues Tech or Ixigo at one point was down almost 20%, still closed around 15-16% lower. And if you take a look at the volumes, it was the biggest single day fall on record, of course. The volumes were the highest in the last 4 months. We had almost 2.5 crore shares that were traded on Ixigo yesterday. The 20-day average is around about 45 to 46 lakh shares. And out of those 2.5 crore shares, 84 lakh shares were marked for delivery. Here, the 20-day average is only 13 lakhs, so almost 7 times the 20-day average delivery volume on Ixigo in yesterday's trading session. The other one that fell yesterday was Shaily Engineering, and in proxy to what happened to Dr. Reddy's yesterday, there's the biggest single day fall in over 3 years now. The volumes were the highest in over a month. They had more than 15 lakh shares that were traded. The 20-day average is close to 3 lakh shares, and out of those 15.5 lakh shares, 5.5 were marked for delivery, and the 20-day average here is less than a lakh. It's only 95,000 shares. And the stock is at a very key support level of 2283, which is the 50-day moving average. Why is that significant? Is because it has not closed below that level since August. Now, Chennai Petro has had a very good week. It has had 2 days of stock movements of 9% or more. And 3 out of the last 4 trading sessions on Chennai Petro have seen more than 1 crore shares that have been traded on the stock. Even in yesterday's session, we had 1.7 crore shares traded. 20-day average is only 34 lakh. And the delivery volumes are 25 lakh shares marked for delivery. The 20-day average is 7 lakh shares, and it's had a fairly good year as well, has Chennai Petro. It's up 42% on a year-to-date basis. And lastly, Sagility is the 8th day of gains for the stock yesterday. It's up 20% during this period, and the volumes in yesterday's session were the highest since its listing. Incidentally, the stock listed on the 5th of November last year, so it's almost a year to Sagility's listing as well. And 55 crore shares were traded yesterday. The 20-day average is just around 2.5 crore. And out of those 55 crore, 10.5 crore shares were marked for delivery. The 20-day average here just above a crore.
Right. Thanks a lot for that, Hormaz. So